The following program contains mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
We've talked about this on the show before, but there is something known as the orgasm shot, or O shot for short, claims to rejuvenate one's sex life. We're talking about women here, but could it be dangerous to your health? Some women are racing to the doctor for a treatment called the O shot that claims to enhance your sex life. A plastic surgeon developed the treatment that involves injections of platelet-rich plasma, or PRP, into the clitoris and vaginal wall. The treatment claims to increase sensitivity and the intensity of orgasms. But some doctors are now saying that these injections could be harmful, not helpful. There's a risk that the shot may damage the nerves and blood vessels of the clitoris. And now there are new concerns that the injection could actually spread cancer-causing HPV or herpes into the genital tract. Is the O shot too good to be true?
Well,
has anyone here had the O shot?
No. This is big business. I mean, we know PRP has a place as a regenerative agent. We're using it in the hair to regrow hair. Orthopedic surgeons are using it in our joint spaces to help some of the arthritis. We're injecting it into the skin to rejuvenate, anti-aging.
But any good studies that this is going to enhance an orgasm?
No?
No. So
what is going to enhance your orgasm?
Your man or your partner having a healthy relationship.
You heard it right here.
Having a healthy emotional relationship and communicating what you like physically, that will really help. That goes a long way in being physically healthy. But as far as the O shot in general, the concern is, you know, we don't necessarily have definitive data saying that it will help. Maybe there's a placebo effect.
I would think.
But also, whenever you're injecting things, there's always a risk of infection and scarring. And then we have the question of the human papillomavirus, so HPV. What will this how will this shot impact the HPV virus? We don't know. So you talk about using it for things like regenerating tissues and healing and stuff. Do we really want to bathe HPV with all these healing properties? So that's kind of the question. And maybe we'll find that it doesn't impact HPV. It's just that we don't know yet. So before you do it and get your placebo effect, like, we just need more information.
It very well may be placebo effect. And I've seen this at medical meetings because, you know, there are guys up there lecturing, oh, I did the clitoral injections, and I hit the O spot and the G spot and the K spot.
All the spots.
All the spots.
All the spots.
It's like alphabet soup down there, isn't it?
I know, right? But the thing is, and you know,
thank God you know where all those things are, right?
I hope you do too. But I mean, at the end of the day, maybe there is true benefit, but I just wanted some hardcore science to say, yes, this is definitively going to do this.
This is a tough one, though, because the reason it's tough is, unlike a study where you have a control group, I don't see women rolling in the control group saying, okay, well, you know, just put a needle down there and don't inject anything. Because you would have to have a control group that would think they were getting an injection.
Well, they're recruiting for that.
Are they now?
Yeah, they're recruiting.
Well, then I think that will be interesting.
Yeah, especially since you don't always know if you have HPV, because we don't always test for it. So if you're getting a panel for sexually transmitted infections, we're not going to test for it. Typically, we only look for the high-risk types. If a woman is 30 years of age or older and she's getting a pap smear, or a woman between 21 and 29 has an abnormal pap smear, we may tag that test onto it. So you may not know if you have HPV or not. Well,
and isn't the truth that, you know, most women, and quite frankly men, who were born before the vaccine became more common, you know, most people have some form of HPV, are carriers, and certainly some strains more dangerous than others in terms of potential cancerous growth. But you look around this room, no offense, but most people in this room have HPV, one strain or more of the virus.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so,
no offense taken.